What's up, Goat Tires? It's JC, and this is your video on the first phase of funneling. So grab a seat or a goat and let's get started. What's up, Goat Tires? So today we're going to be talking about the first part of funneling. I'm trying to break this video up for you just so that you have a better understanding of funneling itself, because in my mind I just feel like we really need a good foundation of everything. So this is literally just like step by step how we break it down, and hopefully you can implement this into your own practices or get something beneficial from it. So if you haven't already, check out one of my first videos of just talking about the basics of just a flank. And from there, we build into funneling. So literally, it's just like building a house. We build that foundation with the basics of our flanks, and then from there, we just build up into funneling to where we can learn how to funnel a goat from any position, and just really use our goats to the best of our abilities. A goat that's way out of position, a goat that's kicking no matter what, we want to try to get the funnel and everything like that to the best of our ability. So check out that video first if you haven't already, just to get the basics first. So today, if you've already watched the basics and you've really got the basics down of a good flank, and I mean a good flank as in consistently getting it correct every single time, just like this is what we're looking for. We're parallel, we're equal across our shoulders, our hips, we're sitting on our goat like we should, we have our knee on the ground, and these legs are sitting right where we need them to. They're not under us, they're not way up above us, way underneath us, anything like that. It's perfect 99% of the time. From there we can go into funneling. So the first thing that I like to teach girls how to do is basically just learning how to control the goat with our lower body. Myself personally, I feel like I can control a goat a lot better whenever I use mainly my lower body compared to my upper body, because obviously most times our lower body is a lot stronger than our upper body. So why not try to control a goat that way? Plus, if it's a kicking goat, how can I control a kicking goat with my upper body if he's kicking? Obviously, it's got to come from the lower part of our body somehow. So the first part of this funneling is literally learning how to use our lower body to basically get a better control of this goat. So kind of the very first thing that I teach is learning how to engage that right leg, because wherever this right leg is with that goat's leg depends on where those legs are going to land for us. Okay, so if we're way too far out, guess what? The goat's legs are going to be way too far out for us. If if our leg is way to the inside, a lot of times that's what's going to create the flipping of the leg. So naturally we want our legs to stack, like the top back leg, and then the back bottom leg. That's how we want them to stack. But a lot of times girls have them twisted because they have their back leg in too close. So it's really pushing in on that back bottom leg, and we don't have any control of that top back leg. So we have to find that happy medium to where we have equal pressure and control with both of the goat's back legs, with our back leg, right leg, whatever you want to call it. So what I really like to teach is just learning how to hold the back legs with my back leg. So again, basic flank is just right here. My main goal is to learn how to bring just this back leg in a little bit closer to where these back legs are hitting, to where it's kind of holding these back legs. I'm not saying that it's way up here, because a lot of times, like, these legs are naturally trying to cross, and they are. Okay, so this is way too much, this is way too little, because these legs are just sitting here. Okay. Dude. trying to find that correct spot, that happy medium of, hey, where should I have my right leg in this goat whenever I'm going down with it. Everything else is staying the same. So we're bumping this goat up with our knees. We're holding this goat with our upper body to guide that goat down. We're doing everything the same except for just bringing this right leg in a little bit closer. So literally it's just trying to play with it and just see what's best. So what I'm looking for myself, this is kind of the question that I like to ask. I get here, obviously my right leg is way too far out. Can I dig these back legs out of the ground with my front leg hand? No. So my right leg is way too far out. Okay, let's bring it in a little bit. I'm going to try to work through this as well as I can, bringing my right leg in, too far at that perfect spot and way too close in to show you the differences in these areas. Woo, come here. Alright, so I'm going to try to bring this right leg in just a little bit closer. Can I catch these legs? I would have to dig a little bit, but yes I can. So it's a little bit better. Plus, whenever I was here, yes, this back bottom leg was in the ground, but this top leg was not. It's sitting here. So obviously I've got to bring it in a little bit closer and maybe hold my goat a little bit better. This goat's very heavy, so I'm having a hard time holding it. So I'm really going to have to be aggressive about holding this goat up in the air whenever I go down, because obviously I've lost contact with the back bottom leg. So probably this goat hit just a little bit before I did. So we're going to hold it a little bit better. Oh, and one thing that you can do about that, if a goat's hitting before you do, a lot of times that's caused from our upper body literally dropping the goat. One of the reasons. So what I try to think about is there's a pencil between my shoulder blades, and I have to squeeze that pencil the whole way up and down with that flank whenever I'm going to flank the goat. So I squeeze my shoulder blades back like I'm trying to squeeze a pencil all the way up in that flank and all the way down with that goat. Okay, so right here, I can easily get this flank. As you can tell, my knee has control of both of these legs. Okay, this goat cannot go anywhere. The only thing he might be able to do is kick with this one leg, which is not bad at all. Full control, this goat cannot go anywhere. These legs, I can easily go right here, okay? That's the cool thing that I love about funneling is if you learn how to control this back leg, your right leg, even if you miss a flank, guess what? It's still right here. I've won plenty of rodeos missing my funnel, so I didn't have it in the air, but I could still just right here, okay? So it never really lost me any time, because let's say that I did miss it. That didn't cost me any time at all. I kept going with it. Even though I missed it, technically, I still was able to have it, whereas, it's not a 0 to 100. I'm going to catch it or I'm not going to at all, and I've got to drag it out of the ground. That is what I love about funneling. Plus, I keep full control of a goat the whole way up and the whole way down. That goat is between me the whole time. So that is what I love so much about funneling. Plus, these legs lay flat. So back bottom leg, or the top back leg is in front, back bottom leg is right here. If these legs are flipped, a lot of time these goats have the advantage over us to really kick, okay? Because obviously this leg is going to be a lot stronger than this back one, so it can still kick. Whereas I can take a lot of the kick out of it because I have it in between my hand and my thumb, which is holding that back leg. So right now he can't hardly kick, move anything with this top back leg if I situation where our right leg has come in way too close. Let me get rid of this string before I like hit myself with it or something. It'll catch on something. Okay. Eeyore, stop leaning. Okay. I'm really trying to think about this one. Okay. That was actually really good. Okay. So, perfect example. Do you see how this naturally, yes, I have the legs perfect, but whenever I go to gather them, do you see how this top back leg, like, it's just there and it's already just naturally crossed over, like the legs are flipped over, which is not good, okay? We want these legs to lay like this. So if you're trying to funnel and the legs keep laying like this, see how far you're bringing this right leg underneath. A lot of times, this is what girls do whenever they're stuffing. They really bring this right knee in. It causes these legs to, we lose control of this top back leg, so it shoots out from underneath us, whereas we're really pushing on this back bottom leg, and we're losing a lot of control here, and it naturally causes these legs to stay turned like this. That's not good, okay? Or in my opinion, it's not good. It does not work on every single goat, in my opinion. This goat, like, legit could kick, and I'm gonna lose this every single time, I feel like. He still has a lot of movement here, and two, I'm not sitting on this goat like I should. I'm off to the back of it, so I don't have any control of this front end. I do not like that at all. I want full control to where I am sitting level across this goat. So, try to find that happy medium to where, whenever you go to get this goat up, you ask yourself, are these legs laying flat, and can I just basically just scoop them up with the front leg whenever I hit the ground. So, whoop, that one was bad. I completely dropped my goat on that one. Alright, hold that plank. Woo! Eeyore. Ugh, stop leaning. Stop leaning, please. Okay, so right here, I can easily drag these legs up. Another thing I noticed is that these back legs kind of drug. I felt them hit up here. We don't want to go to hit this high. I'm literally just talking y'all through this stuff as it comes. But these legs, I can feel them hit up here, which is way too high, okay? All we need are these goats' legs to be right here. One thing that I personally struggle with are these bigger goats after a while because I get tired. It's really hard for me to sometimes stay here and get this flank. It's like right here, I feel like I can get it all day long, and I probably will, just because he's not leaning or anything. He's kind of just sitting here for the time being. Oh, stop. You feel like you're about to fall over. So right here, I can scoop them up. I still went kind of forward. Instead of staying back, I'm kind of on a heel. So I should have tried to stay back and hold this a little bit better instead of letting my weight get away from me. It's like, this is legit stuff that even I struggle with on a daily basis. So I had to take into consideration, hey, I'm kind of on a downhill slope. I've got to stay grounded right here, and I've got to keep this goat with me. Even though he's heavy, I still have to keep him with me. Right here. out that flank. But the good thing is if I learn how to do it on this big goat, I can promise you that I can do it on a small goat. And then also if I ever get on level ground, it's going to feel like vacation. I will say, I love to tie on heels because it teaches you how to hold that position to where whenever you actually get into a good arena or good ground, then a lot of times, it's a lot easier for us to hold whatever it may be. So I'll do like tying on a little bit of a slope, not like straight up, but yes, that is the first part of funneling. Wednesday I'll have a video posted for you about that second part of it. Hopefully I won't be so out of breath. But yes, we'll have that second part on Wednesday. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. Okay, I probably cannot get to everyone's questions or everyone's video to watch. But if you have any specific questions about, hey, how did you do this? Then I don't care to answer at all. But it's really difficult for me to always watch your videos and be like, hey, will you just watch this and see what you think? Well, there's a lot that I probably think, but what are you looking for? Make sure that you check out Team Full Potential because literally I do this with you, usually via FaceTime or Zoom, where like we talk about this stuff together. I also send you your own personal YouTube videos to work on stuff during the week, and then I join you in those practice pins. Usually FaceTime works the best in the practice pins, to where like I have a goat out and I show you what exactly you need to be working on or how we can fix things and in that moment. And we literally work on anything from being in those pressured situations, working on our flank, working on our tie. We haven't done a whole lot with horse work yet. Groundwork is usually a lot easier, which is where 99% of our issues come from. So check out Team Full Potential. Also make sure if you're interested, look into getting private lessons or a clinic booked with me, because you get all of this stuff one-on-one with me, and usually I like to work individualized, so I really try to give you, instead of just a big group lesson, I try to break it down with you to where you can learn everything that you can, or any way that I can help you learn and just grow as a goat tire. So definitely look into that. Make sure you check out the basic flank video if you have not checked that out already. Check that out and then watch this video again, because you'll probably learn a lot more about funneling and how we get into that process if you watch that basic flank video. So yes, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comment section what you thought about this video and what else you would like to see in upcoming videos, because I literally change the schedule all the time. So yes, check that out. Make sure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see y'all all on Tuesday. Have a great day.